Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Speaker. Many of us were surprised to hear the Secretary of State tell us that there were enough homes in this country over the weekend. But the planning system, as we know, is an area of interest to all members, to our constituents. I know to you in particular, Mr. Speaker, in your constituency. And it matters because it impacts the look and feel of our communities. But it has been the subject of numerous parliamentary questions, both at the dispatch box and in writing, to all of which we have been told to await the National Planning Policy Framework. It therefore seems a discourtesy to hear so much about the proposed reforms to the planning system in a series of media interviews over the weekend. So, Mr. Speaker, there are some questions which emerge from this. It's clear when we look at the Department's own figures that 96% of planning applications are determined by officers under delegated powers already, up from 75% in 2000. It is that 4% to which the local democratic voice is so relevant. And when we consider the planning reform working paper which the Minister has referred to, I have to ask him, firstly, what assessment has been made on the impact of local democracy? For example, the ability of ward councillors to call in a controversial application, or where reserved matters that were approved but have then been breached by the developer need to come back before a committee for further consideration and enforcement. Now, given that 89% of major applications are decided either within 13 weeks or the agreed deadlines, will full council still be able to call in major strategic applications that have a significant impact on their local area? Given that 87% of applications are granted by local authorities already, will neighbourhood plans still retain the legal status which enables communities that write them to have a say on what goes on in their area? Given that 83% of minor applications are already agreed within timescale, who will decide in the local authority whether a matter is to be referred to committee or not? And given the huge increase in the housing planning permissions granted under the previous government, when does the government now intend to start work on getting developers developing and builders building, rather than tinkering with a democratic system that's already delivered more than 1 million homes with consent in England already?